This is TWiT.
I guess the mayor-elect in New York City is going to take his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin, and he says crypto should be taught in schools. What? What do you think, Louise?
I mean, one question I had, and I don't know, like, I'm not like a local city politics reporter. Like, I'm not the person to verify this, but like, does he have any crypto, and do we know? Because like, this to me is just like such like fodder.
Oh,
for, like,
is it
trying to
like
get
when
the price to
Elon
go up?
says Dogecoin is a great investment, you think?
I mean, I don't know if that's like literally his intention, but like, it just really reminds me of like just like fluff, right? Like hype, like it doesn't mean anything really. So like, it's just designed to sort of like get headlines.
It
Like,
reminds
I
me
don't know.
a little bit of when, for a while, it was fashionable to say, yeah, every kid should learn to code.
It reminds me of that too.
Yeah, as if that's going to save the world. Oh, yeah, if everybody knows how to code, well, step 3, profit.
Right, exactly.
He said, he was on CNN on Sunday, he said, when I talk about blockchain and Bitcoins, young people on the street, this does not sound like an accurate anecdote, but I'm going to, young people on the street stopped and asked me, what is that, Mr. Mayor? He said, and then of course, they asked him, well, can you explain what it is? He said, well, I know it's a challenge even for experts. He says, Bitcoin means this is a quote, new way of paying for goods and services throughout the entire globe, and that's what we must do. Open our schools to teach the technology and teach this new way of thinking.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I mean, where to start? First of all, Bitcoin is not actually practical for everyday transactions. I mean, if you look at the launch in El Salvador, where it was declared legal tender, it was very rocky. They're using something called Lightning, which is a new technology kind of grafted on top of the Bitcoin blockchain to make transactions a little more practical. The problem with Bitcoin is actually exchanging sending Bitcoin to someone, exchanging Bitcoin for dollars is very costly.
Both not only in financially but also environmentally.
Right. Yeah. It's computationally intense, which is kind of where both forms of cost come from. And also slow. Like the Bitcoin blockchain is very slow compared to like Visa or MasterCard. So, I think he's getting way ahead of himself saying that, like you're going to be using this to buy and sell stuff.
He is putting his paycheck where his mouth is. He's going to take his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin, which I'm sure is driving the city financial people crazy. Like, we don't know how to what.
So I actually looked into this, Leo. And by the way, Eric Adams said he was going to take 3 paychecks in Bitcoin because he was trying to one up the mayor of Miami.
Oh, it's
Francis
all about
Suarez,
that. Yeah.
Who said he was going to take a paycheck in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So it turns out in Florida, there's a law that if you don't pay an employee in cash, if you use like some kind of coupon or script, and the value of that coupon drops in value in the next 30 days, that you have to make the employee whole. So there's a chance that,
oh my God,
Francis Suarez might be able to double dip, like get paid in Bitcoin. And then if the price of Bitcoin drops, he might be able to, get a sweetener from the city of Miami. I don't know that has ever been applied to cryptocurrency, but I did find that law on the books in Florida.
Very interesting.
And the whole idea, like how are you going to graft Bitcoin onto a payroll system? There is a company that does this called BitPay, and that though is mostly designed around the idea that you've got like contractors overseas and you want to pay them in Bitcoin.
Right.
Not something that's going to go through a regular American payroll system. And like, what are they going to do? Take some Satoshis out to pay for the Social Security and Medicare withholding? Like, and then what is the U.S. Treasury going to do?
It's just I could just see the payroll people going, we don't. This doesn't.
How about, Mr. Mayor, how about we give you cash and you buy Bitcoin?
I think that's really probably because, and at what point, since Bitcoin is so volatile, when do you make the conversion? Like the last minute of the pay period? When? John, can I pay you in Bitcoin? Would that be okay? He likes that idea. It's only going to go up. Yeah, well, we'll see. It's only going to go up in maybe the long run.
There was an employer who paid an employee in Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin had an enormous run up, he tried to get the money back.
Can't do that. Nope.
Like the difference in what it was worth.
I overpaid you.
Yeah.
You're right about Suarez, about Miami, because he also says, just like Miami, apparently Suarez has announced they're going to have their own cryptocurrency called Miami Coin. And Adams told Bloomberg Radio he wants to explore setting up a New York City cryptocurrency. So it's not just Bitcoin. He loves it all. It's all going to be good. I think it's good to teach kids STEM. I think that's a good thing. I don't know if they really need to know about Bitcoin. Maybe, I guess, blockchain, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, what politician's going to pass up the opportunity for some spectacle here? It's good to see this friendly ribbing, between Mayor-Elect Adams and Mayor Suarez. You can expect that. And there's probably some truths to be extracted from that. That anecdote of him walking on the street, kids asking him about, I don't know.
What is that, Mr. Mayor? What is Bitcoin?
Right. I mean, clearly, I think reasonable person could suggest that it's good to learn about blockchain technology. There's plenty of fundamentals there, and
you could learn about economics if you learn about cryptocurrency. I mean,
I think you could
fiat currency. You could use this in an economics curriculum. But
I
don't
very sophisticated understanding.
Yeah, exactly. It's just politics, right? It's just politics, and I do think it has a lot to do with the mayor of Miami getting a lot of attention for cryptocurrency.
I think Miami and New York are both jostling for crypto startups. I think that's
the real thing, right? That's where the money really is. They lost out on Amazon's headquarters too, so maybe we can get. I don't know, Coinbase headquarters too. I don't know.
But gosh,
you want to be the
Leo,
cool
you just
crypto. Yeah,
you just touched on it, Leo, in passing. But my gosh, it must be so difficult for politicians to consider how to address the environmental issues of this
that's
environmental
a big one.
Cost.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
And I know
that surrounds the whole discussion.
When we bring this up, I'll be fair. There've been a lot of people who've said, no one ever talks about how much the banking system costs environmentally, but there is an environmental cost to Visa and MasterCard and the banking system because they all are based on computers. It all uses, resources. And we don't ever even make that calculation. So maybe it's unfair to Bitcoin to say how expensive it is environmentally. And also there is maybe not so much with Bitcoin, but certainly with other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, a move towards more environmentally friendly technologies like proof of stake instead of proof of work. So I think people are aware of it. I don't know how fair it is to paint Bitcoin as the environmental evil when, we're also doing all sorts of other things that might be equally evil and we just accept them because it's always been that way.